Welcome back. We are here with your boy, the trader. I don't really have a plan for this series besides, trying to take it easy and make it a little more, what's it called? Calming might not be the right word, but we're gonna take the mushrooms. More casual, that's the word. Because a lot of the times well, not that it's bad, and I'm not trying to like low drink or anything, but most of the time I work very hard on the guides, and it takes a lot of time, and I'm very serious about it, but I feel like it is fun for not just me, but for you, if I show something more casual. Anyway, we're just gonna sell those mushrooms because I think they're kind of useless right now. I normally don't, what's it called? Use the oven. Oh, there's still another mushroom there. I normally don't use the oven and the skills farm setup. And is there like a thing to call that though? Like, is there any called words for this? I mean, oven, I mean, you can say doses, you can say essence. Is there any word for it? Like, is there anybody naming what we're doing to ourselves? I mean, sure, I could say, I don't want to inject all the mushrooms into my veins, but I feel like there's a lot of, not context, but, what's the word? Not details. Just a lot of ground building, base ground setting. I'm trying to grab something here, by the way. Well, that's why I'm talking and trying to fill in time, because I'm supposed to upgrade at least 2 of these, and then we'll get the cards in some other time. We can't get that one second. There's nothing else in my inventory, right? I was also checking if there was any logs in the workbench. It looks like we did the entire logs that we brought in and we pulled them down. Anyway, there's Wolfman down there, so something we could do is go up to this side and try to go down the Wolfman and sell. Oh, but I don't think Wolfman buys you. I don't know if it would be like best to wait until my time to harvest. This has me worthless. I'll try not to do the escape menu situation because I know it's a little disorientating. I don't know. Am I even pronouncing that word correctly? Point is, I know it's not comforting for you to watch when a random menu shows up in your face, as well as a map. I don't think it's a big deal that I like open the map, because I mean, as long as I leave it open for a few seconds, so people can register what's going on. Otherwise, what's it called? I think I grabbed the wood up here, but I need to double check. Otherwise, people are gonna be like disoriented from seeing the white paper flash, because I know I feel that way when I'm watching these videos back. when I suddenly pop up the menu, it's like not necessarily jump scare, right? Like not necessarily jump scare, but definitely startling, I guess you could say. It startles me. The main menu and the map, cause you just have to take a second to realize what was on screen. It's not actually stuff. Oh, this guy might blow up on me. Oh, okay, he didn't. Look at that, free stuff. Yeah, I think I already said this last video, but you can tell if any of the bodies are, what's it called, okay to like grab or search. If the crows, oh crap, I forgot about this lamp. I forgot about this lantern, dude. There's probably a few people telling me, yo, you forgot about the lantern in your inventory. Yeah, I forget about that kind of stuff every now and then. Here we go. I think I can make a lantern here, but I don't think I can get a free, what's it called? Toolbox? What is it actually called? The little box that we need to upgrade the workbench. Oh, here we got the rocks. I would go in there. Oh no, I did. This is just signs, not the rocks. Hey, dude's back. Hey, what up? I like how the symbols. I should actually stop there for a bit, because I don't feel like a lot of people look into that location very often in terms of, you know, lore or story or just searching in general for loot, because of the fact that it's a spoopy location. Here we got a lot of gasoline, dude, right next to that exploding barrel. Get a lockpick, bro. I think we're gonna be done crafting lockpicks though, because it feels like what's it called? Feels like 4 will be the max in inventory space wise, you know. Oh, I was supposed to keep one alcohol bottle. It's too late for that now. My inventory is relatively empty enough for me to feel comfortable, let's just say. We put the rope there. You still can't do that because we need the fabric. I think that is called fabric. Whatever that box is, man. You see the box there right above the wood? I can't remember what that's called. It has been a bit since I played. I don't know. I'm sure you can tell that. Like, I'm sure it's blatantly obvious that it's been a while since I played this game. So, well, I can't necessarily say I'm out of practice. I just don't remember the names. Actually, I'm super surprised that I remember how the controls work. But that's not the most surprising thing on the planet, because of the fact that this is a 2D game, and I most of the time I play 3D games, so it would be difficult to what's it called? It would be difficult. Pray and help me, please. To confuse the control scheme, you know, with a top-down 2D game and all that. I could have like taken poison damage there, because I didn't know if that body was safe. But you know, we risked it. We risked it all. He ran away. He knew I killed his friend. Where the dogs at? Come on, come out here, cowards! Try me, you cowards! Where you at? You're too afraid, you won't. You won't. You fucking won't. I dare you. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. It's just why. Ah, we don't need the 9-volt battery. Who do you think you are? Sorry about that. I just have to clear my throat a little bit. And then there's some station to go underground entrance, but you have to go back up because my inventory's full. I'm surprised on how quickly your inventory fills now. Not now, like as in it didn't used to before, but now as in how before in the first time I played this game, I was afraid of running around and exploring, so I ended up getting less loot because I was less effective, I guess you would say. I guess someone would say. Look, 2 nails, bro. We got 2 nails. Alright, let's see. Lockpick +5. Oh yeah. For sure we're at +5 is the limit. I'd be surprised if it wasn't. Also, look at all that gasoline, team. Gasoline is practically worthless. There's... Oh, we got the fabric. Got the fabric. I gotta get another hot bar upgrade. So that fabric. I don't have the required resources. Oh, we got it from where the rocks were over there, I think. I don't know. The rocks are somewhere. Not too dark yet. We can still explore a little bit more. There is the burnt houses. If anybody, well, I mean, if you remember, if you played this game, you remember that the burnt houses have a piece of fabric waiting for me in there, for me and you in there. I totally didn't panic twice and this totally was not me, team. It's okay though, you know, we live. That's, you know, Wolfman's camp. Hope he's having an okay day too. Oh yeah, this is something I was thinking about because I was going to make a different video today about Darkwood as well, but it's going to be a different video. And I was thinking about how, if you remember the first, sorry for the car, I live near a highway and I want this to be like a hyper casual situation. But if you remember the first video where we were in the prologue with the doctor, what's it called? The doctor had a dog in its care, in its house. I mean, not in its house, but the doctor had a pet puppy, not really a puppy, he looked bigger. But what I was thinking about that is the fact that, you know, dogs don't live for a super long time. You know, as far as I know, dogs, as old as they've gone, there's like 20 in an extreme count. So that thought process made me think about how I would be surprised if it's been 2 decades in the Darkwood universe, considering the doctor in the prologue had a dog, a pet dog, who was still, you know, kicking. I mean, you know, it's kind of sad what happened to the dog in the prologue. My point being is it's been probably somewhere around, well, it's been almost guaranteed less than 20 years. Get that fabric in my pocket. What do we got next? Nothing. searched everything, right? I know there's mushrooms over there. I'm not taking them. You can't make me. I'll leave that for the next dude that's stuck here in the forest with nothing better to do. Holy though, it's still so long in the day. Is it something that like people haven't noticed? Because I know games do this every now and then, just to make it a little spookier. But it's something that people haven't noticed where, what's it called? Where the game Darkwood and other games, like I said, I've noticed this before, makes it so the first day, the day one situation is something that what's it called? That is shorter than the rest of the days in game. Because like I said, I know more than one game does that kind of mechanic. And I could just be imagining things. But it just feels like today's a lot longer than yesterday in game. But we'll know, you know, with the counter. Maybe I'm just used to the map that much and I know where to go. Pot has meat. I don't need that. Backpack has gasoline. Empty bottle, worthless. Shoes are empty. Oh, I'm not upset, I promise. Anyway, I took a pill and armor for that one. I did not. I'm not gonna lie. I did want to take the armor regardless. We have a lot to search left. A lot left to search. I'm not sure where to go really. I don't know if we've been to the little border of the map. I don't think so. Where it has practically a dead end, but there's a generator and some loot at it. However, we'll have to hug the walls to be able to come across that. I know I took the door. And put all that, you know, gasoline in there. Bring you down there. Put the alcohol there. Dump all you there. Do I make a new, new hotbar upgrade? I think that's the last one, yeah. Oh yeah, we just repair items now. I don't need these flares at all. I have this rope that does nothing for me. Looks like I have plenty of time still though, damn. Alright then, we're going to maybe hug the wall? Or we're gonna hug the wall and see if we can find that location that I was speaking of. I also, if you're concerned about my health, I do see it. However, it's not necessarily my priority because I can just heal from the well. Well, thankfully now I have pills here. Pills here. I don't know why my brain went to fucking, I don't remember what character that is, but some dude from Left 4 Dead. I don't remember which character says that in Left 4 Dead. I mean, every character says that in Left 4 Dead. I just mean the one I was imagining in my head. We got plenty of time, team. I'm not concerned in the slightest. I would have been worried if I stepped on the air trap. Thankfully, I did not do said thing. Oh, this is actually good. I was kind of worried if we would have run out of planks. Just more. And then more. Dog, I swear, I am not interested. I am not interested whatsoever, dog. Dog, don't you dare, dog. Don't you dare. Don't you dare, dude. I am not in the mood for that. Considering it really is nighttime. I am here super early though. Because when man's... I said this in another recording. Not like a recording of this, but a short that I uploaded to YouTube a bit ago that is no longer. But this man's tells you that, oh, I should get back to my hideout because it's gonna be nighttime. Way too early. Way too early. We're gonna drink from the well now. Get all of these in here. Well, not you, sir. That one in there. And, you know, easily done. All that scrap metal. I think it would be better if I do this right here. Anyway, all that scrap metal for nothing. I could like make a ton of these, but wouldn't look very good. Would affect my OCD, you know. We're gonna put this down here, gonna put you here. We can get the lamp. If I get too scared, I'll grab the... I don't know, man. I don't think I need the flare here, dude. I think we're good. What I was gonna do was pour some gasoline on the machine outside. Hey, bro, knock on my door. I dare you. I dare, man, to knock on my damn door. Alright, let's get the rest of these boards, these plates. Yeah, knock on the door right there. We should close that one. Because somebody can sneak up on me from that one behind and stab me. All of this good in general. I mean, it's practically good. We can pull out the single shot pistol, which is worthless. I was actually supposed to sell that to the trader, which we will be doing that next morning. Anyway, we're just gonna go out for our morning jog, dude. We can do laps around the map. Hey, yo. Oh, what the hell? I thought you were already dead. Anyway, get some free loot. I mean, maybe free is a strong word, but we do get some loot. More bandages in here. Hey, yo, I told you, no soliciting, brother. Get the hell out of here. 9696? No way. A wedding invitation? No way. Where's the wedding thing? Where's activity through dark, only the protective gas. Okay. Where's the wedding? We invite you to a celebration behind the cornfield on the southern edge of the dry meadow. I don't know. Maybe there's too much to read into that. Or maybe I'm trying to read too much into that. That's what I was. That's what I wanted to say. Good workshop, man. You could buy one. We're gonna have enough, I think, with shiny stone and the single shot. I mean, isn't the single shot pistol like worth my reputation? I think I'd rather just bring it with me. I'm out here patrolling, dude. Going on the morning jog, making sure no, what's it called? What's it called? Loiters, that one. Forget about those weird words that mean practically nothing. Why can you hear a pig squealing in the dry meadow? Like, I get why that would be a sound effect in game. This is the thing about doing lore in games, because sometimes you could read too much into things. I feel like reading into the fact that there's a pig in the dry meadow and hearing it at night or whatever squeal is just random because of the fact that there's the pig shadow, is it called? Whatever it's called in the Silent Forest. However, hearing the musician from the Silent Forest in the dry meadow, I feel like isn't like looking into it too much, and is a detail that not necessarily matters, but it's a detail that means something to me because I like the little small details, like hearing your boy the musician play his song from all the way over in his broken silo. Alright, team. There's not much to do, really. I didn't really want to like stand here and do nothing. That's why I was running in circles. It would be more stimulating. That was weird. That was a weird sound I've never heard before. I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not gonna listen to that one back ever again, so. Yeah, let me know if you've heard that sound before, because I don't think I have. Anyway, it's not really that important, like, all random, what's it called? Metal pipe hits the floor, 1 hour loops type video. Like, it's not gonna be important or anything. I just never heard it before. Hey yo, got my 100. My 100. Yeah, that's just worth 5. I'm not selling that. Reputation with your boy. I don't know where to put these, dude. Genuinely don't know where to put this stuff. Look at that bread. I won't worry about it some other day, dude. Hello. Hello. As I approach him, the man drops a sack from his back to the floor with visible relief. I notice a smile on his face through the matte visor of his helmet. The man nods in greeting. Alright, we just, sell you this and... Oh no, that's the only one. Yeah, we can buy... Oh no, we can only buy the toolbox from... What's his name? Wolfman, yeah. We can buy the... Oh no, we still don't have enough for the shovel blade. No, but even if we could buy the shovel blade, I need to buy the upgrade for the workbench to be able to shovel blade. I'm pretty confident there's no what's it called? Whatever it's called, the toolbox that we need to upgrade the workbench. I'm pretty confident that isn't in the dry meadow, like a free one. I mean, I never buy anything from the trader, but like I am always at a loss at what to get, and I can start buying stuff like the red egg, right? But it's kind of a pain in the ass in the sense of when it gets transported. We're just gonna try to stack up a bunch of red eggs into that drawer while we're here. Oh, that's about it in terms of trading. Oh no, I was gonna say I should save, but talking to Mans saves the exact same way. I just saves the exact same way. We gotta be friends with Wolfman, and by friends with Wolfman, I mean so Wolfman some weapons. Could have sold him the pistol. I think we can sell Wolfman the exploding barrel. I'll be happy with that, but that won't be enough. That would be like 90 reputation instead of being able to buy that toolbox. Man, we'll figure it out, dude. I'm not worried about it right now. I don't think. Actually, the little crevice has to be there because of the fact that that there's nothing here. It could be down there. We're just gonna follow the wall, like I said. Got plenty of time in game to go across the map and explore, find some random bullets of guns that I'll never use, and sell them to Wolfman so I can get the toolbox. I mean, we could just leave, but I would rather wait until I have explored everything and checked every area and like looked at every container that has loot and stuff, just in case there's any random thing. Poor bastard probably died of starvation. Any random thing, like a lot of these bodies have a comments that people have never seen before from the main character. I see that, but like it's not like it has a dozen of like Easter egg comments. This poor bastard died of starvation. You know, he did the same thing twice. One is, I'm sure you aren't likely to have read that before, just because of how this game, I don't want to say necessarily trains you, but how this game gets you accustomed to avoiding those corpses in game, since they will, you know, blow up and poison you in game. I just gotta be careful because of YouTube. I know they did lightened up a bit, but I don't trust YouTube. Hello, sir. How are you? Are you enjoying yourself? I hope so. I don't know if anybody's seen this trick. Technically speaking, I could make a video about it, but I don't know. It's kind of boring. Oh. What happened to electric boogaloo? Look at that dog over there, just fucking staring, not doing shit. Let's be honest, we all know the AI doesn't know what's going on. We all know that the programming AI for the enemies have no idea what they're witnessing. But anyway, that was entertaining for me. I don't know if it was entertaining for you, but I had fun. I'm sure someone laughed at the fact that the elk just stood still and didn't want to participate anymore. Hey yo, thanks for the odd meat, buddy. Gonna be very useful. Nah, because we don't really fight anything here. But it's not like I have to pop the armor to make sure I survive and all of that. Hey yo, Brooke. The brook is upside down? I'm not used to that. I actually don't think I've ever played the game fully in a map orientation that had the brook like going south, I guess is the best way to describe it. Going south. That's a chair, no reason to drag chair. Got your boy the wardrobe, medium caliber magazine. I don't think he buys them batteries, and by he I mean Wolfman, but you know, we can try. Also, this is one of the places I wanted to explore before we moved on to Southern Forest and all of that. Because we're looking for lore, right? Like I don't necessarily have a goal, like I've said at the beginning of this part or this episode, whichever way you want to refer to it as. I'm trying to make this more casual and all that. However, I am trying to find lore and like not necessarily voice act characters to make it a little more interesting than just reading lines off. Like, I want to know what the whole deal is with the 3 to 5 seconds we get to see that side of the map. Like, yeah, maybe it is like, ooh, spooky, ooh, suspense. I might even try to come over here with more gasoline. I doubt I'll do anything, but I also doubt anybody or you or anybody else is what I'm trying to say. You or anybody else has ever tried to just put gasoline in there and see if anything happens. Most likely, because, you know, to your credit and to everybody else's credit, it's very likely that nothing fucking happens at all. So, you know, I can't really blame you for not trying it before. However, I am interested in finding out if maybe, just maybe, we can see a little more, or maybe we can see the body that I lit up before in game past that, like, tree trunk. Again, to get some lore, you know, to decipher some secrets from the beyond. You do buy 9-volt batteries, alright. So I have another use for 9-volt batteries, and it's to sell them to your boy Wolfman. What's this called? Toolbox. Yeah, Toolbox. It's too handy, dude. Man, you asked for a lot. You don't even want the odd meat, dude. I don't want this shit. I can get you another battery, brother. We already talked about this one, right? Beautiful items, for church fair. That you got there, yeah. I think we read this one right there, right? The wolf snatches the photograph from my hand and studies it carefully. Finally, he snorts his thick yellow spit, landing on the photo. Hahaha! This road doesn't exist anymore, overgrown with trees like all the other ones. Wolf throws the photo to the ground. Better forget about the road home, meat. Around here, all the roads lead to nowhere. Invitation. Excellent, meat. An invitation to a wedding party. The wolf snorts with laughter, his pungent saliva landing on my face. It's an invitation to that house in the southern edge of the dry meadow. The music there has been playing non-stop since I remember. Day and night, never-ending, a never-ending wedding. The wolf throws the invitation back at me. It's wet with spit. Have fun, meat. Just remember to hide that disaster of a face, or it's no dancing for you. Alright, I know I read that a little bit like off pace or a little bit off the actual dialogue, but you know, it's fine. We'll live. I gotta go back up though and get this 9-volt battery. That's out to Wolfman. Never thought about that. I never really thought about selling 9-volt batteries to Wolfman. Is for what I've recalled, he only ever took things like weapons. I mean, I'm sure that's his main deal and all that, but I never really tried to check if he took 9-volt batteries. I think I remember where that one is. There's another one that we dropped. It might be at the underground entrance, but don't know. Could be some other places that I missed. This is the thing that I regret when I don't like grab the item that I search from a bag and drop from the floor. I hope I did that with every 9-volt battery I come across so far. That way I can actually find it easily. Anyway, take this, thanks, bro, and sell me that one. Thank you. Now, normally, I would be against this. I would adamantly be against, what's it called? Buying the toolbox instead of finding them for free. But it's a video game, you know. You get to play however you want. You might be the type of person who wants to take their time with Darkwood and not leave until you're comfortable with the mechanics and with the dry metal and all that. And you might want to upgrade your workbench, so you want to know what to sell. Apple batteries are the #1 thing to sell because they're completely worthless. I got that workshop upgraded, baby. Now we get to make lanterns. Hell yeah. Hold on, I need some water. Okay. Now we wanted to upgrade the workbench so we can get another upgrade on this weapon. Some people want to get like more durability. Which I don't know if that's the worst idea with every other weapon. But with the board with nails, it's better to just get the light materials. Especially because, as you might already know, what's it called? Not only is there like a ton of wood piles around the map, you have an easier time just buying the boards from the NPCs. Like I believe Wolfman also had his own set of boards, like the trader. I'm not sure where else to go. What we're probably gonna do is we're gonna end up searching the rest of the dry metal today to see if there's any other points of interest that we can get loot from, and then we're gonna circle around the map. Well, I mean on the next part, and by the next part I mean the next time we do the Let's Play video on YouTube, we'll be going to the wedding and probably clearing out everything after we get the loot from the wedding, because the wedding has a lot of loot and you need to make multiple trips back. And you know, as most of you can tell, I only upgraded my hotbar and not my actual inventory, so it just means we're gonna take 2 trips to get all the loot from the wedding. I feel like even if I did, what's it called? Even if I did upgrade my inventory instead of my hotbar, I would still take 2 trips. Can't remember what I did with the first rock I had in my hand. I think we threw it at an enemy. Either that or we threw it at an enemy and we missed. Yeah, it feels like there's nothing between the gap from here and the burned houses. So tomorrow, in-game tomorrow, and for you watching, it'll be the next Let's Play episode or next part of the Let's Play. we will be going to the wedding and clearing out the It's probably gonna be like 7 days in the meadow. It's pretty, you know. Sir, can you cooperate, please? You're making me look bad. Thank goodness you finally started cooperating. I missed twice. How could I do? How could I possibly do that? Alright, so stop resisting. Stop resisting! The other thing that I am interested in finding out is if there's a limit to the amount of enemies in the game. Like, clearly this elk is not gonna respawn. I don't know if there's a limit to the amount of other enemies, like if the little rabbits that you see running around that I sometimes end up having the chance to hit, if they just, you know, respawn indefinitely. Walking track. I think that's the entirety of the map. The only thing that would be left to do... I checked these wrong. I know I checked those. The only thing left to do would be to go back to the burnt houses on the underground entrance. Check if we dropped the 9-volt battery there, because I know I dropped a 9-volt battery. I know by that I mean I know I dropped 2 9-volt batteries total. So I need to find the first one. Don't think it's in here. You're wrong though, so it's always good to quadruple check. Not just double check, quadruple check. I quadruple check. Nothing else here. I don't think it's here, by the by. It's not like there's a ton of containers here that hold loot. I think, speaking of containers, I think I missed one container with loot if I didn't search this tractor. Maybe saying this tractor has sort of a strong word, but I did miss searching the tractor. We're gonna go straight to the underground entrance. I think that would be where the light bulb battery is. And it looks like I have enough time to go to your point. Sir, please cooperate. I agree. Be kind. Rewind. I saw somebody have that on their, like, back windshield of their car. And I was very confused on why they had that on their car. Be kind, rewind is just a slogan for VHSs and what are they called? The tapes. Are they just called tapes? Maybe they're just called tapes and I forgot about that. The ones that they put in Walkman, I forget their name. Cassette tapes. Yeah, they're just called tapes. Cassette tapes, you know? I think they're just called tapes, dude. You're upset that I didn't say. Well, maybe it's at the camp. If you're upset I didn't say because it's the cassette tapes, I'm sorry. I can't do much of it. It's literally, practically just called tapes. No, I don't think that lamp. I also don't think they left anything, you know, in the containers. Because I am not silly enough to do that thing. Right. Oh, is the 9-volt battery here? I know I searched this place. Did I drop a 9-volt battery here? Clothes, back, backpack, clothes, back. It doesn't seem like there's a 9-volt battery there. Alright, well, if you remember where I put the 9-volt battery, it would be kind of you to remind me, but if you don't remember where I dropped it, it's fine, it's not a big deal. What, I'm gonna worry about 25 respect with Wolfman when I can kill elk for 75 respect. Like it's not a huge deal. Yes, raise antlers. Why would they? Oh no, I sold the antlers already. That's why. Accept. Oh, you don't have another toolbox until tomorrow. I forget that kind of thing. I think that kind of stuff is cool. Just cause I don't know. There's not really a speedrunning scene for the Darkwood, you know. But if there was, I feel like there would be categories for like 100% workbench percent or something. Some of the stupid categories other speedrunning communities have. And I feel like the fact that you can only get one tool bench, or you can only buy one tool bench per day, makes it interesting. And that if you want to get them for free, you can go throughout the map and, you know, do that one. I say easily. It's more like quote unquote easily because it's free, but you still gotta make sure you don't die along the way. I don't know, like nightmare difficulty type speed run of Darkwood, but you know, I'm the only one that would be crazy enough to do that kind of thing. Anyway, I could sell these bullets to your boy. What's his name? To Wolfman. However, because I have to wait for him to have a toolbox to begin with, I'm not worried about it, dude. Bam, bam. One bench left, and then we can make homemade shotguns. Actually, is it even worth it to upgrade? Wow, that's a revelation that I might just come across right now. It might not even be worth it to upgrade the board with nails with light materials, considering it takes 2 fucking pipes, and that's expensive, dude. 2 pipes in this game is expensive. And you can just get a homemade shotgun with that, which is a billion times better and more effective than a board with nails. Of course, you know, a homemade shotgun doesn't last the same amount of time, but for the what's it called? For the pipe, for the price of a pipe, I would rather keep making homemade shotguns than have to worry about getting 8 pipes for 4 board with nails. That's a lot of pipes. Oh, I could drink this. So yeah, I'm not full health, so I should drink that. Actually, you're not the one that's supposed to be here. What the hell, man? What the hell, man? Hey, demon. Demon, stay over there, demon. He's a little too feisty sometimes, dude. Oh yeah, we could also chill in here and wait for another knock. But that really isn't gonna really do much now that we have our invitation. I don't really understand why it's unsettling that the door opens on its own. I know that this is like the video game program to do said thing, and the video game is opening the door on its own, but it's still frightening to me. I wanna go home. I wanna go home. Where you at, bro? Where you at? How you doing, bro? Well, this is definitely the doctor. You need to get away from here. But why are we hallucinating the doctor? Is it something? Oh, if you played this game, you remember the quote unquote flashback, quote unquote, that we had on one of the events where we, you know, used the oven. You remember that flashback. And there, this guy, aka the stranger, or the character you play as, aka the character you play as, shows up at the doctor's house, knocks on their door, and you know, when you walk towards him, that's how the memory ends. That sound came out of nowhere. It wasn't playing before. Anyways, not a big deal. I've heard this sound dozens of times. Actually, I'm surprised of how rare this sound is. Anyway, as I was saying earlier, I feel like the dialogue from the doctor being on the bed is him talking to the stranger, aka you, aka main character, in game, that they want to go home and they have to get out of the forest. I don't really know how that lines up lore-wise, story-wise, but I don't know if anybody else has made that connection, where the only reason why I could fathom that the stranger and the character you play as can imagine or have an illusion of the doctor speaking is because they spoke to them once about wanting to go home and, you know, needing to get out of there. But that doesn't really make that much sense, considering there's nothing telling us that the doctor necessarily recognizes the stranger, besides the fact that he beats him up with the key at the beginning of the game. But after that, there really isn't much that tells us that the doctor and the stranger talked to each other before and during that weird, like, cutscene dream sequence. And the other weird thing about the cutscene dream sequence that I'm referring to after you see Yabin is that you're seeing that from the doctor's perspective, and then you open the door and see the protagonist. So we don't know how we're seeing that from the doctor's perspective either. Or the story of this game is complicated and difficult to decipher because I'm pretty sure, I hope I don't break the news to anybody, but I'm pretty confident the devs didn't think it through completely and didn't finish it all. I'm not saying that's a negative though. I think it's kind of cool when stories, not holes in them, but stories leave out certain aspects of them, so you can figure out and put the pieces together and explain it for yourself and come up with your own reasoning. Alright, team. I'm gonna talk to Mans. I'm gonna trade with Mans and sell him the odd looking mushroom and the cookable. The odd meat, not the cookable. What the fuck? I thought I said cookable. Anyway, you know what I'm doing. I'm only gonna do like 2 days per episode because that's kind of the only thing this game allows in that amount of time. So I hope you all enjoyed this part of the Let's Play, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.